Are we alive? Hey, hey, everybody. Holla if you're alive tonight on this Friday night. We are gathered here to celebrate a thing called rocks. And it is so happy to be my privilege to express these rocks to you. Let me know if we are 5 by 5 and if you're alive. Because I care. We all care. We all want to know here. It looks like Tara's in the house. It looks like Ma is in the house, and Julie's in the house, and Les be rocking. Top of the evening to you. We've got off your rocka. Just one more rock. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us, Fred. And the soul Cheryl is here as well. Good to see you as well. We've got Squirrel, the blind squirrel rocks is in the house as well. Mina Valentina is in the house times dos. Good to see you as well. And Brian is saying, based on my pulse and continued breathing, I am alive. And this is good to hear. Greetings and salutations to you. We have been off a trippin', the natural way in a truck, going and finding some gems and whatnot. And so tonight, what we're going to do here on the show is we're going to show you some of the Nemesis stones. That was our cab competition for the month of September, was based on Nemesis stones. And I'd love to hear all about your Nemesis stone. We're going to be discussing the ones for the competition. I found a new one out in the Oahe, and we'll see some pictures of the road. You got to see a little bit of that there. In the opening, Kid Curry's here. Scott Argyle is here also. Good to see you, Romania Rockhound. Great to see you as well. Did I say hi to Jeff? Hi, Jeff. I hope so. We've got some wrench wielding moderators. If you should have any moderation needs, go ahead and tip your hat to one of those that is sitting close by to you. And I'm sure that they will help you out. Ryan is here and just broke into the ozone house. Nice. Are you here? um, actually, Ryan, I'm sorry that I missed your video that you just dropped. I'll be watching it as soon as we're done here. And everyone else, do the same. Go check out Ryan's new video. I think I saw an opal in there, so I would love to know. And as I said before, we do have some guests on this evening. Some of them are scurrying around in the chat actually right now, and we'll pluck them out, and they're going to share their triumphs and terrors with the Nemesis rocks. And like I said, I would like to hear about your Nemesis rocks as well. And it looks like Bob's Rocks is here. I would love to get an update on how you're feeling these days, Mr. Bob. My mom is in the house. Everybody say hello to Ergo Art. Hi, Mom. Yellow, Mom. I promised we had 2 live streams earlier this week. Since I missed 2 while I was gone getting the mining done, we decided to go ahead and have a maker's bunch. And then we also had kind of an impromptu sunstone live stream. And I mentioned going up to Heart Mountain to the hot springs, and how one of the workers in the visitor center had this fabulous yellow shirt on, and I coveted it, and so she made sure that I got one. So I've got my official Heart Mountain National Antelope Refuge threads on this evening, like the sunshine. And so, yeah, I just couldn't resist a good yellow shirt. And so, that's cool. Hi, Mumsy. I think I'm going to start calling her Mumsy. I like that. And it looks like Patty is in the house too. Good to see you, Margaret Carroll. I don't want to be missing you either. Thank you and welcome in, you guys. And it looks like Bob's is doing better every week, and that's what we want to hear. And so hopefully everybody is feeling better from whatever might be ailing you. And the lava bison is here as well. Great yellow, right? And the bison always reminds me, Steinkerns, everyone. Cheers to you and the top of a fabulous rock-filled weekend. I'm hoping one way or the other, go through your rocks or go find some. Victory is ours. We got through the week. Fantastic. And hopefully y'all kept your marbles and your rocks. And Allison is here also. Good to see you. Allison had a great live and also dropped a video. So go check that out. That was on Wednesday. Thursday, I ended up missing because it's been a crazy house over here. The one that Julie and Brian dropped. So catching up to do as far as that's concerned, but that is out there for you to watch. There's a lot of catching up I got to do since we were out on the road for almost 2 glorious weeks of rock finding, wind chasing, hot spring soaking, sunshine absorbing, desert dwelling fantasticness. And Tara's Treasures would like to know what's in the cup this evening. I have a bit of a spritzer going on. It's a wild cherry spritzer with some things and some other things and stuff in it. Yeah. So cheers. Yeah, it's going to get better as we go along. I deserve it. We've got not only so much going on. As soon as we got back, it was hit the ground running. But here for the next few weeks, we're just going to turn our house right upside down. And so we're celebrating this evening before I have to put my nose to the literal grindstone. And we're talking like 180 grit or maybe even rougher. So let's party, everyone. Yeah. Some folks are losing their rocks right there in their house. Mina, I hope that you find yours. And uh let's see, we've got a now officially leveled up. Oh wow, okay, we have other birthdays in the house. We were doing a little bit of celebrating for some folks that we know. We've had some September birthdays, like Ma and myself and Bob here, and it was the Prairie Child Rock also had a birthday, and I know that there's some other birthdays out there as well. So, and my mom's actually coming up. So we've got some fabulous birthdays to party woot, to quote a very wise person here. That is official. Eric the cat is here in the house. It seems like I saw something from Eric over on Instagram that was mighty magnificent. So if you're not following Eric over on Instagram, you're missing out on some celestial beauty that you really should be looking at. And Brenda, it's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. And we've got a Band-Aid for your nose if it's grinding. Thank you. I know we should actually have a first aid show. with all of the band-aids and the tape and all the hacks for keeping our body parts on us. And I know that Ma, my co-host this evening, is going to be able to illuminate many good things as far as that's concerned. We always seem to be doing a little bloodletting for our stones. And so I think that I've really actually covered the business for this evening. And so I should probably get Ma up here uh, on the stage, and we'll make sure that we're all caught up with the chat also to make sure that we're not forgetting anybody. So Ma, you here?
I am, but I was muted, of course. Of course I was.
There's
Hi,
always a
Karen.
test 1 2. Test 1
Yeah,
2. Am I here? No, I'm not. Yeah, it's
no,
always good to monitor the actual live stream just in case.
indeed.
So, how are you doing this evening?
I've had a frustrating day, but now I'm
Mm.
doing good because I'm hanging out with you and all these lovely people in the chat.
Ma, it is truly what I'm sure we all look forward to, where it's that time of the day that if you've been having your quarrels with Nemesis stones, then
Uh-huh.
we can throw them against the wall and into the timeout corner, put up our feet, and have a healthy Steinkern. So we'll do that again.
Yeah, cheers. I've got
And
I've got a, del-
cheers.
got a delicious beer here that I'm partaking in. So yes.
Yay. Yeah, what is everybody Steinkerning with? We would love to hear a delicious beer, a mystery spritzer. Um
Yes, it
and
could be basically anything, couldn't it?
yep.
Yeah, I think a spritzer too with some
Yeah.
hops. Yeah, a
What's
hop spritzer.
what's that? One more time?
Oh, I was just making jokes that I have a hop spritzer.
Hot spritzer.
Hops. Some
Hops
hops and water.
spritzer. Hoppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we definitely like that. And Brian is the mule. That's
No,
that
I was
came
laughing
that's
at you
got
thinking that.
snuck in there.
Yeah, I love
Sounds like a whole Go ahead.
oh, I was noticing that and about to comment it on it in the chat and then you pulled me on so I couldn't. So yeah, that's funny and I love it.
Yeah, excellent. And sounds like a whole bunch of you are the result of parents celebrating around Christmas time. Indeed. Christmas and
Hmm.
New Year's a really good time for
Yeah,
planning on a family.
yeah.
Yes.
I was born 2 weeks late on the 13th. So do math and it all makes sense.
Yeah, it's that whole 9 months later. Um, yep. And it looks like we
Yeah.
have some coffee drinkers here. Uh, and Ryan hasn't drawn blood for a while. What's the matter? Have you not been have you
I
not
took
been
that mantle for him. I've been doing all the bloodletting like on a daily basis. So I got you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah, I'm
that's a
taking one for
that's
the
a
team.
valiant of you. And that Opal guy is here. Good to see you, Opal guy. And you are drinking water, which follows because that's what Opal's like. So
That's so
yes, Brenda is drinking sparkling water grape flavor. That's sort
ooh.
of sort of what I've got too. Just more flavored. And coffee for Scott. Good to see you, Scott. And coffee for Afia Raka because it's too early for kung fu.
See, I
All right.
understand drinking coffee. Isn't he like in the future and it's like early morning or something? If I had
Indeed.
coffee right now, I'd be up till 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I
Y'all are
probably will
brave.
be up there anywho. But yeah, indeed. And I just like whenever somebody says that, I want to throw up the I know kung fu from the Matrix. It's just that's what happens. And blind squirrel rocks, mango nectar and tonic. Woo, that sounds really good. That kind of sounds like a Brian drink, a mule.
Yeah.
The mule.
Mule.
Like the mule. It just dawned on me that that works.
Too.
And Julie is also having water adventures, but that's really actually a good thing, again, in the desert. And we have tonic water and pineapple juice. Yes, indeed. We have the mule's mule. It's
Yep.
the, yeah, the
I love that.
non, yeah,
Yeah.
the non-mule. And we've got also a sugar-free Monster. You know, those always made me burp licorice, like cherry licorice in my nose. I I used to enjoy drinking them just because you'd get like this weird totally synthetic licorice,
Yeah.
like what you would eat in the movie theater kind of burps.
Plastic. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I like to eat plastic in movies. Yeah, that's me.
Perfect.
And Allison is actually drinking coffee because she is going to be up until 4. Have you got a gig or something, or just gonna be caterwauling with the kittens? I too soon,
Ooh.
huh? Sorry.
Ooh.
That's not cool, Karen. Um, and Soul's not drinking at all. All right, she's the teetotaler this evening, like just completely bone dry. Just I'm fasting from any sort of liquid. And all right, Micah's in the house. Good to see you. That's kind of a new name-ish, I think. And just bought raw opals today. Yummy.
Ooh. What
I
kind, I
might be
wonder?
drinking a spritzer, but I would be chewing on the opals. Yeah, we would both Mutt and I would love to know, what kind of opals you did, get, and so he's got the sushi opals going on. I
All right.
reckon. Yeah. Coffee for mom too. Mom, are you gonna be up until 4 also? Am I gonna get a phone call at about 3:30 and we're gonna chatter about, like, what kind of shenanigans we've been doing? Um, and A3 Sky Warrior, good to see you. Thank you. I get it. You got to work. We all do that. We work, we lurk, pop into the chat, say we can't stay, hi and bye. It's all good. We love it. Afia Rocco saying mango and banana nectar is yummy, and I'm like just I'm ringing out this tangent really hard. And then we're gonna get our first guest on, you guys. Um, and yes, Hong Kong Fooey for the mule. Okay, so did I get all the drinks? Because I did ask, and um, I didn't want to miss anybody's cool beverage. And yes, this is me as well. Too much blood in my caffeine system at any time. It's there. People can feel the disturbance in the force when that happens. We don't want to do that. Um all right. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more thing and then we're going to start gem gazing at all of your torment stones. And so we have thank you Beth. Can't stay. Have a good night and you get a big and hearty bell for your super chat. Thank you so much. We spent a lot of money on gas and stones on the road. So I really appreciate it so that we don't have to just eat raw opal. Here we go. You know, I think the bell is extra with the yellow, don't you?
It really is. Yeah, there's a little more oomph to it.
Yeah. I think everything gets a little bit more oomph when you wear yellow. I feel like I'm plugged into a socket.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And go ahead.
I was just saying good night to Beth. She's on her way out, so I'm just saying good night. That's all.
Oh, good night to Beth. Yes. Yeah. It was so all one word, like just a multi-syllable thing that I was like, wow, what's a good night, Beth? So cool.
I shall
want
that.
But it worked. So Oktoberfest is coming up for all of those parents that are just 1 month late of their celebratory things. They had to put it off for some reason.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Okie dokie. We are going to be discussing the beautiful creations of the folks that were doing the cab contest over in the Discord. And Ma, would you like to go ahead and give them a thumbnail on what this month's Discord was all about?
Oh, yes. So this month it was decided not by me, it was by Theo. We tied the contest, but he was just dead set on I'm making everybody work with rocks they hate. And as a joke, Like, yeah, the whole thing was like go back to something that you've struggled with, try to kind of hone your skills on it a little bit more. And I like how he made this up and then left, like not to be seen for the rest of the month. Can't even do the contest. So yeah, that was real nice of him. And so we all tortured ourselves with things that we'd struggled with. And I made progress, and I can definitely see that a lot of people did. Like the beautiful things that they made, they definitely did a great job with their Nemesis stones. So it was a good time had by all, as far as I could tell, except for maybe Brenda. She seemed like she was over that entire experience and never gonna visit a triplet again. And her Nemesis sounds like it's gonna continue to be her Nemesis.
And Brenda is here in the chat. And so are you still rocking in the corner or are you okay? We kind of want to know about it. And what we've got also is a tiny screen here. I should probably emphasize, I'm going to remove that for a second. And we are going to be talking about our first stone here as soon as I get, there we go. The sharing aspect of this ensemble, correct? Let's do this. And we also have as a guest the Mina Valentina. Everyone, please put your hands together. Welcome on to the show for the very firstliest time ever. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing wonderful. This is my first time being live on YouTube at all, ever. So, yay.
Yay! Well, ring that bell.
You all have
right.
so much
Well,
fun, so I want to join in.
yeah, we're honored. We are honored to not only have you onto the show this evening, but have this be your firstliest endeavor into Liven. And you look so alive this evening. Perfect. Yep, the monster's working. Yeah, we love that. And you're wearing a lovely object on your neck. Is that one of your pieces?
Yeah. I
Beautiful.
pretty much only wear my own jewelry now at this point.
We got to do something with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so would you mind, giving us an intro on your lovely cabochon here? What material is it? What made you want to use this one?
Yeah, so mine's a little bit unique. I went with a tree agate, and tree agate isn't usually typically that difficult to work with, but I don't have any actual proper lapidary equipment. I have a flex shaft and a whole bunch of bits and sanding discs, and I made it with that. And it's my process itself that is my nemesis. So it's very inefficient, very time consuming, but also very rewarding.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and that was incredibly well spoken. Mutt and I were talking about this a little bit earlier, how sometimes we're our own best nemesis, and your process being one of those things, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
And so, I have a deep love for the flex shaft, though. That's if out of context, I'm sorry, everyone, but the yes, the pendulum rotary tool, along with any of the other tools, like even handheld, is a great way to get started. And I still, when I carve and do that sort of thing, that's what I want to do. And so, some people have all the toys and they still play with the flex shaft.
Oh yeah.
And there it is. There's a superstar. Here, let me get you. Let me select this. We're going to take, hold on. Just keep on holding it up there until the blood drains out of your hand. And I'm going to get this figured out here. Remove that. And we're going to get you over here and boom. Okay. So if you pull it back from your camera, back, and then just hold it still for a moment, the pixels will try to settle. This seems to be the way with the disc,
Yep.
or yeah, the
It's trying.
streamer.
Yeah, it's
It's
always like
trying.
this no matter what I do. It's like it takes forever to actually focus on it, but when it does, it's super focused.
Oh, there. Wait.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
ah.
Come
And
on,
so
let's see.
what?
Okay, there we go. Ish.
Yep. Ish. Oh, there we go.
There.
Yeah. Now just to hold perfectly still and never move again. So
Well, now you can
what
see the
made
back. So
see
what
that? You
made
know you did
you?
a good job. It's slippery.
Yeah, you know you got a good shine if you can't hold on to it.
yes.
What made you select this particular material as far as the Nemesis project goes?
Um, I just randomly picked it. Honestly, at this point, I think every stone I touch is a nemesis. It's all unique. Learning how they all respond to the shaping, and let's say chrysocolla is a lot easier than agate. So this one took me quite a lot longer, but yeah, it was
You
fun.
did a great job.
You
Thank
did.
you.
What kinds of points are you using on your flex shaft?
Oh, I have a billion of them. Usually I do just a normal cylinder, but I think let me just grab them. That makes more
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, we would love that. And while Mina is grabbing, oh, she's
There
wow.
you go.
Okay, so
She
right here. I like that. I wish I was like that. This is
Yeah, that's
great.
nice organization.
Yeah.
I actually just made this tonight, so it's usually not this organized. But yeah, I'll use this the barrel one with a rounded end on it. And when I'm shaping the girdle in particular, I'll use the one without the rounded end. And
Nice.
then before the back, I will usually go with this guy.
Awesome.
Once I'm done with all the bits, it's on to the various sanding discs, all Velcro, so easy and simple. And yeah, these are my jewelry bristle discs. I don't use those for rocks.
Right. You have an outstanding hack here as far as we did organization a few weeks ago, I believe, or maybe a month ago, and everybody feast your eyes upon this. And I would presume that you just drilled the holes in where you
Yep,
felt like you wanted them. And so look
yep.
at how easy peasy, everyone. If we can drill a rock, we can drill a piece of wood for our tools, eh?
Yeah.
The secret is
And
to put a piece of tape on your drill bit so you don't go through the board. So,
oh, yeah.
This is
Smart.
good. This is good. Yeah, getting them to stand at the height that you want is actually a good tip for everybody who is planning on potentially making one of those. I just love that. Um, and so, how do you feel about your cabochon, and what will you be doing with it?
I am going to try, probably not succeed, but I'm going to try to make another one. I have a lot of rough for a tree agate. Make one roughly the same size and shape and turn it into a pair of earrings if I can and wire wrap
Awesome.
them. We will see. It's kind of up in the air how lucky I'll be, how successful I'll be, but either way, I'm sure it'll be pretty.
You got this.
That's all that really matters.
You
Yeah,
got this. I believe
you
in
got
you.
it. Yep, we do. And those of you who are in the chat that might not go to the Discord very often, I just want to say, Mina, thank you so much for contributing to the wire wrapping specifically, but all of the Discord. You give us a visual feast on these projects that you are always endeavoring. And so I know when you said we'll see, that we actually will. that
Oh
you're
yeah,
going to totally show us, and that's so cool. Oh, look at this whole workstation back there. Yeah, we don't mind having a look at that. It's always so fun to be a voyeur in somebody else's studio.
indeed.
And
All
the
there.
boxes back there, all of my cabochons, and that's several hundred at this point. And then I've got like bags and bags of random Labradorites because that's my favorite.
We do love to chew on Labradorites. That made actually the list for my description for this video also. Um, what is your Nemesis Stone? Is it Opal? Is it Obsidian? Is it Labradorite? I don't know if you've tried, all of the stones, but boy, Labradorite can put up just a little bit of a hissy fit sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Have you cut it, Mina?
I have a few pieces of rough, including I guess it's called Peacock Labradorite from Richardson's Rock Ranch,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's got a bunch of purple and stuff in it. I have not
Nice.
done anything with it yet. I am a little afraid, but I think I need to tackle that next. Let's get over it.
We have your back.
Yeah.
And we know where we can go back and get more, like Viva la PNW, right? Woo!
Oh yeah.
And we'll all commiserate with you if you have any issues because we've all been there with lab. It can be tricky, but it can also just be wonderful. So there you go.
All right. Mina's going to be back in a flash. I can feel it. I love this expose that we get on the studio as well. It's always so fun to see, like I said, everybody's spots. And do you have any more questions for Mina also, Ma?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask when she was gonna tackle Labradorite because I know it's her absolute favorite. And I can't
This
wait
one
to see
actually
it.
might work with my saw on the buck shaft. I'm
Does
the other thing. I'm limited to 40 millimeters for a diamond cutting wheel. So yeah, if it's not a slab already, then it becomes difficult. So we'll see how this goes. It's just thin enough. So I will keep
Right.
everyone updated in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, it is the coolest place, and I highly recommend everyone go there if you can.
Oh, thank
I'll
you. Yeah. We, the more the merrier, and the folks there are just like so helpful, so giving as far as letting us all see what you're working on and sharing, the tips and the tricks and everything. So I really appreciate that, Mina. Um, and so, I'm gonna keep it on the short side, just not to hamper you for too terribly long. What would you tell everyone about either your experience with this cab or what you felt like you've learned? Like, what did you get out of this whole thing?
I've learned that it's very addicting, very, very addicting, and I want more and more and more. And I have a specific savings account to save up for either a flat lap or a cabbing machine, depending on how long I'm on a wait. So, yeah, we'll get there.
So Mina, we want this for you. We want this for you so badly. Do you have are you currently on Etsy or any of the ways for people to maybe acquire your stuff so that they can help?
I do not have an Etsy yet. I'll put a link to my website in there. Oh, I guess I can't put links in there apparently.
Hey, DM it to me. DM it to me and I'll pop it up for you.
She's got a wrench. Yeah. And so so not only can we all help by if you'd like to contribute to this lapidary level up,
Fun.
then yes, the fund, then you can do it and get yourself something nice at the same time. And then also, where do we find you if you've got other socials that we want to, like, if we need to get more Mina? Where do we get more?
All of it is in the footer of my website. Search for Valence Stone Jewelry everywhere, basically Facebook, Instagram. I think I've got a blue sky somewhere that I don't use.
Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I would hope
Yeah.
so. Otherwise, I don't know how this is working. But yeah.
I just mean, hello.
She's
Do
live
you,
even.
I mean, you, okay. Well, you had said earlier this week that you might be doing some content and stuff, and that's more what I was asking. Like, do you have
Oh yes.
anything yet, or are you going to be starting that, or yeah? Because I can
Soon.
link to that.
Soon. Yes.
Like, okay,
Oh yeah. I'll let
Awesome.
everyone know.
Okay,
awesome.
you'll probably see it first on the Discord, so y'all need to come on over and at the very least lurk around until you can see these heads up for hanging out with the cool kids like Mina, Valentina, and seeing all the good stuff. And Off Your Rocka is saying this is how gas starts: gear acquisition syndrome. Yeah, tell me about it.
Wouldn't know anything about that.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Mina, for coming on and explaining that beautiful cab of yours. It's fantastic. And the voting starts what tonight, Ma?
No, it started already for both this and the jewelry contest. Both of the voting polls are up.
Perfect. My synapses start tonight, so I'll just go do that later. Well, thanks again, Mina, and cheers to
Thank you
you.
for
And
having me.
we'll see you over there on the Discord. Cheers. All right. And oh, look at that. We're in the Oahe, everybody, and we're back. And so that gorgeous cab is over there to vote on. And then we also have Mr. Wisconsin Rock Stalker and the Bloom also fantastic. And
Hi
so
guys.
are we going to represent both of your cabochons at the same time? This is great. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm stupefied. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
They're
Hey,
just gonna pantomime.
a round of applause for Mina for doing all that stuff by hand. I think Romania
Right?
does stuff by hand too. And I have a friend in Indonesia that does ring cabs with a hand grinder. If I were to do that, I wouldn't. No way. I don't have fingernails from my cab machine. I don't have fingernails. Imagine these people doing this stuff with these little, oh my gosh, how long that freaking takes.
Oh yeah,
Applause to them. Wow. That's some
Right?
work.
that's
It is.
dedication.
It's
Crazy.
it
As,
is.
as Owen Wilson said in Shanghai Noon, I don't know karate, but I know crazy.
And for some of us, that's just enough. You know,
Yeah.
it gets us through.
Yeah.
So which one of these which one of y'all should we start with tonight for your cabs?
Either or, pick one. I'll hold a
Okay.
number behind my back and you say which number.
Okay, 7. Who wins?
Brenda wins.
Okay, excellent. Good choice. And so
Interesting.
what
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the light up for her too. Really make her nervous.
Aw.
No, 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 no.
Brenda
No,
is
no,
the
no,
flip
no.
behind
That's
the
freaking
quilt.
bright. All right, Brenda. Specken open.
All right. I don't think I'll ever do another triplet.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't have fun at all.
Yeah, she did a good job.
She did a great job. That's not what I'm
Yes,
talking about. She
yes.
seemed like traumatized by the experience.
And I was with her the whole way, you know.
Yeah, that's
freaking,
why.
you know,
Oh.
because I was breathing down her neck the whole time.
That's what it's
What
really
are you
about.
doing? Oh, I just scared the dog. I just scared the dog. Would you better tomorrow? Dad scared you. So yeah,
Okay.
she you know, with you know me barking orders, how can you go wrong, right?
That's why.
There's nothing to go wrong. I'm always there, and that's the thing too. It's not the fact of what we're doing. It's fighting over the machine. Like no, move over, move over, move over. Right? One machine, two people just doesn't work. I mean, it can work, but
Well,
You
you got
guys
yeah.
need dueling
One
cabbers.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm elbowy, kind of like, even though I don't need to, I do.
of course you do. Poor Brenda.
It's a guy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you talk us through this? We're looking at the beginnings. So why don't you tell us kind of
So that
what?
was Obsidian, and then
Mhm.
the Opal, and then
Mhm.
the quartz top. I didn't realize that quartz top had a big crack in it until after it was done.
Oh, that's the worst. I
So
hate
it
that so.
actually has a big, you can see it's like cracked all the way down.
Oh
Yeah, it's
no.
fractured. It's actually fractured, and you couldn't tell because obviously when I gave her the piece of quartz, it was rough cut ground, and you couldn't see that it had that big. And once it's glued on there, it's
Yeah,
on
you can't
there.
fix
So
it.
I guess you could get
You can
some.
see that apart, but yeah, that's a big old pain.
Yeah, but yes, it would take a long time for that to finally pop loose, I would imagine. So,
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
and
yeah.
but
yet, I think that that Ma makes it a habit to take apart and put back together her pieces many, many
yes,
times
right,
over.
right. We should have just sent it to her and have her take it apart and send it back. It probably would have been back in time. But
Right.
then if we did that, then she'd be extending the finish date by another couple days. So, hey, we're gonna freaking let it go another couple days because I'm not done yet, right, Melissa? Yes, I'm not done yet.
What?
Continue,
Hey,
continue. What?
that's
But
never
hey,
been.
I
That's
have
absolutely
hers
never been.
right here. I don't know if we can get that.
We sure
Probably
can.
if that
Yeah.
would be,
It just
yeah,
it wants to focus on your face.
again, yes.
Yeah, if you put your hand behind it, it did actually decide to
Okay.
focus on it. Yeah, yeah. So
It's like the camera will try to focus on
yeah, there you
faces.
go.
Yeah. No, it's
And
not gonna because
So people,
she didn't hold it. She didn't hold it close enough, and coaching can only go so far because I was telling her like, no, you gotta, yeah, no, she wants to do all her stuff her way, but yeah, she could have really zoomed in on it. So it does have some really, really good color if you spin it around, and everybody knows opals when you're filming them on camera
so
and
hard.
you don't have bright sunlight, it
Yeah.
just doesn't do it. I mean, it's still nice, but again, it's just not quite like what you want it to be.
It seemed like a lot of steps to get to the end that had like not good.
Boy,
Yes.
that's the
Too
story of
much
all of
work,
our learning. Yeah.
too much work for one stone, right?
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I'm just
it is
saying.
beautiful. Everybody is saying so also in the chat. They're all giving you great accolades for this piece. And so seriously, like was there any part of this process that you did enjoy?
That you did
That I
enjoy.
did enjoy when I was done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's not everybody's cup,
Hallelujah.
but you might want to try it again, maybe when he's on the road and see if you have a different experience. I don't know. Like that's just maybe give it another shot
No,
without someone.
I lock the rock room when I'm gone.
Are you serious? No, you don't. No, you don't.
He doesn't.
Okay.
I
That's
should.
hilarious.
I should.
You
Wow.
can't believe everything he says.
Okay, good. Like I'll come over. I'll help you pick that lock.
Hey, I'm in charge of everything around here.
That's ridiculous.
I think
Yeah.
your nose is growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Just like Pinocchio.
It's this big, it can't get any bigger. There's limitations.
There's limitations.
Soul is calling you out. It's a freaking barn.
Yeah, a barn. Yeah, Cheryl was here. Yes, she was, right? Yes, yes.
He made
The
her
rock
take
room.
a bag of rocks.
And for the huge size of it, it is pack beyond belief. I get hollered at all the time because there's so many stages of so much material
Oh, yeah.
you would not, you have to literally see it in person to see how much stuff we actually have in that freaking rock
And
room.
because I've got so much stuff crammed into a 6x12 space that it's unbelievable. And I think that
Yeah.
you're just a rock person going to fill any space you've got.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
it's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. Cause this is
Yeah.
20 by 24 feet. And it's just rocks in the rock machines. Oh, there's some smithing stuff. And that's all
Right.
that's in there. Plus the rough rock isn't even in there. The rough rock is all the way down the whole side of the garage in those bins, if you've seen the videos.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yes, we can't even fit the rough rock in the rock room. That's how much stuff is in there and how many things are in steps.
Yeah. This is a very relatable problem.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially when you have to move stuff. That's
Yeah.
when you
Oof.
find out how much you got. For sure.
But I don't have a problem.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Mina,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the membership. Cheers. The bell's coming.
Mhm.
All right, with a little extra yellow on top. Thank you so much for that. And whoops, and it came back. Because there's another one.
Oh, two.
I was
Two
trying
for
to
the
get
price of
rid of
one.
it. I was like, wait a second, that's the same one. No, it's not. It's a different one. Thank you for the double down 2 memberships to the Ozone tribe. Thank you so much,
Membership.
Mina.
Yeah.
And I've got some stuff coming up from the trip that absolutely is cutting room floor, but you guys will all enjoy it. So I'm gonna bring your Opal up here, and we would love to hear about. For one thing, this feels like you were on the road when you took this picture. Is this a shot from your camera or
No,
your
no,
phone?
no. That's my phone.
Okay.
All phone. Oh yeah, I blew it up. So I took a picture and then I blew it up and when I screenshotted it, and when I screenshotted it, and I didn't even notice that when I put that on there. I'm like, well, how the hell did that happen?
Like
Hilarious.
he can't get enough of this stone, so he wants to see it
got it
twice in one
Yes,
picture.
yes.
Yeah.
Picture in picture, right?
Yeah, like what is going on here?
Actually, that's the stone, and it just had a baby.
Oh, that's so cute. 9 months later.
With a baby. With a
You
baby.
need to print and fax the picture. Sorry, but she's cracking me up.
So yes, and this is this sucker's pretty big. I mean, it wouldn't
Yeah,
even be a
that is
ring.
big.
If it was a ring, it would be a very big ring. Although, like I say, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, where is a ring?"
I would.
And
yeah.
and now that I'm into like the 30s of how many of these I did, I've got better ones. I did some that are even better than that, but that one's pretty
Dang.
nice.
I was
Okay,
gonna
so
ask. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
sir.
No,
Oh,
you go.
okay. Hey, Jerry, I was going to ask. What made this your nemesis? Because you did a fantastic job. Was this your first triplet? Like, is that
Yeah,
what was going on here?
no. So it's not necessarily my nemesis, but it was the nemesis that I couldn't get opals out of my head.
Okay.
Because
Oh, fair.
once we went and done that,
Right.
that I as Brenda said, I can't stop. I can't put down opals now. I've been working on them for steady, and I've got another probably 20 of them glued up or something. So I'm gonna end up with like over like 50 stones, and of course, all of them aren't like super bright or super big. But
Sure.
yes, I've been just going crazy on these opal things.
Okay.
So
It was a nemesis of your own mind that you
yes,
couldn't.
because I'm that good that really nothing's that
Oh,
hard to
you
make.
lied!
That nothing's that hard to
You
make.
lied!
Come
Wow.
on, come on. Everything's so easy. No, but no. Some things, like when you do like chrysocolla or jade, you can get like orange peely stuff. That stuff's kind of tricky. Obsidians, like when you polish your obsidians, like Chris's, obsidian, you can get that kind of haze. You can get ash pockets, fractures. Everything can be a Nemesis stone, depending on what's your tolerance of being pissed off. And taking stuff and just throwing it in a drawer and saying, something else, move on. So,
Well,
so,
Dr. Afia Raka has diagnosed you with opal fever, just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently
So,
that has happened.
It sounds like it took over your brain. And
when you are doing triplets, they can, you can run into some stuff. You can run into problems. It's not always cut and dry, so they can create their own problems. And then like some of them I made and put on like some of my shorts, somebody like, oh, why did you include that sand spot in there? If you would have just made two separate stones out of that, you could sell them for much more money. Some of them look good with the matrixy stuff in it. So,
I completely agree. It all depends on what you're
selling any. I'm not selling any. They're all mine. All mine.
He's
mine.
smog
All
on his
mine.
opal pile.
Yes,
What is the glue? Reptile
my
Z is
precious.
asking you how you achieve your triplet here.
The glue?
Mm-hmm.
330 epoxy.
Right on. I love me that 330.
So and people, when you're doing these, you really don't need, and like when you're doing the crystal top, you don't even really have to polish the surfaces that you're gluing.
No.
You don't want to leave them real rough, but you don't want to polish them super polished, because then it's not going to hold. You need some rough texture in there to glue up. So when it's the same thing as when a rock is rough looking and you spray it with water and it looks polished, it's the same concept. So when you don't have to polish everything first, you can get it pretty good, but leave it a little bit rough, something for the glue to bite into. Otherwise, you won't have a good adhesion.
Well, I have found stuff that holds things that are perfectly polished, but in general, that is absolutely 100% true. You always want a little tooth.
Yep. We like teeth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's the thing, is it will, if you don't have big, giant, gnarly cracks and holes and scratches, it'll fill any small imperfections and look just beautiful.
Yeah, and
so
then
that part is not.
And then with the jade, how I used jade on the bottom, I was using obsidian, but I have an obsidian bin. I have several obsidian bins, different color obsidians. But my black obsidian, what do you know it? Every stinking piece of black I cut is like rainbow. It's rainbow. It's rainbow. It's rainbow. So here I was thinking I have all this black obsidian that's just annoying you for how many years, because what else are you going to use it for? And I cut it and I cut it and I cut it, and it's all rainbow. So that's how Brenda's piece actually has a rainbow obsidian back, because I'm like, well, here, use this.
Sometimes you can't see it. You get into it, you're like, wait, this is way too pretty to be.
So now technically I'm out of black obsidian. So now I'm going to have to go with like petrified wood or something. I don't know.
I can send you some plain old black obsidian that doesn't have anything going on.
Yes, or a different color. Because like I say, I've seen them using like different color backings. The people at Spencer, and they actually changed the color of the stone by using different color backings. So
right.
You can do anything. You're limited to your imagination as far as that stuff goes.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
That is a beautiful cap, sir.
Yeah, this one is my now favorite.
Oh, you got a now favorite.
It's a good one. One of the things that I noticed right away is that you seem to be craze free on this one, which is not easy to do.
Yeah, and there is a line you know, if you tip it just at a certain angle, you'll see a line, just one line going all the way across. And then I think on the other side was just a little something, but there's one line that goes all the way across. It's not a craze or a crackle, but it's a line going through there. And of course,
Yeah.
I did the camera trick where I didn't show you it, you know, right there, buddy, right there. So I kind of hide it there, so you can kind of just, you know, make it out. But yeah, that's what a stone that one is. Yes, it's red, it's green, it's blue. But this one right here,
Oh,
I don't know if you can.
hold on.
Uh,
Yep, we can.
This is my, and I got videos of this one too.
Pull it back from the camera just a tiny
Oh, yeah.
bit. A little bit more. Little
This
bit more.
guy. Oh, sorry.
There you go. Perfect. Yes, now we're seeing it, and it's a jaw dropper.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this guy has so much flash, and this is the one with that. See that little spot right there on the side?
Yep.
They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, if you cut that in half, you know,
Fine.
make 2 stones.
Oh.
I'm like, no way.
No, it's
And
fine.
this is that again. It's got this red on one side, and it's got this bright green and blue. You know what a stone. You know what a stone that is. And of course,
Yeah.
I've got, you know, now that you got the, you know, there's just, you know, so many,
Oh, good Lord, have mercy on us.
so many of these little beauties. And the thing about Spencer is, you know, the variety is, oh, sorry, the varieties of these things, you know, it's so many different types of patterns.
Oh yeah, I love
In
the ones with the matrix. That is so
yeah,
cool.
so many different types of patterns in you know, in each rock, even like in each layer, like there's a broad flash, and then the next layer down is like pinfire, and the next layer down is like little I don't know, it's just crazy. I love that stuff. Wow. What a
Yeah.
blessing it was to get offered to go there and then pick the stuff. Although they didn't give me any prizes for being the oldest guy on the mountain, which I was kind of like, come on, man, really?
Your opals are your prizes, sir.
Yes,
Those
I
are
guess.
so good.
Yes, but that being said, they were on like this thick seam thing. They were pulling out like dinner plates. Brian
my.
and Theo were like getting these like
Oh, yeah,
huge
I heard
plate
about
things.
that.
I'm like,
You're going off.
like, come on. Yeah, I'm going off. I'm getting hollered at by Brenda. So yeah, so yes, it was, well, you know, what a blast. So yes, so Nemesis, yes, I can't stop working opals.
Opal fever. It's a
Yes.
thing.
Yep.
And
It's
even
got-
down to
Oh yeah. You gotta have the ring stones and the ones to put into earrings and stuff like that.
Yes.
I love the littles.
Yes, and some of these little guys are just amazing, you know.
all I've ever gotten was the little guys, because all I've ever gotten is the like box you can get and sift through, and so I've got
Right.
some tinies. But there's some mighties in there. You know,
Yeah.
you have to be big to be amazing.
Yeah,
But yeah, got some
plus
cool
not
stuff.
only that, some of the stuff was just white, and this isn't a triplet or nothing, or even a doublet. This is just a regular
The white
thick,
opal.
yeah, just a regular white opal. There was that laying around too. And actually that the one I did for the contest, this was a white opal. I mean, it was a big piece of white opal, you know, so I could have left it. I mean, the color bar was still thin in it, even though it was a big piece of white opal. I could have
Right.
left the bottom white, but I thought, you know, why take the risk? Why even gamble if
You might as well
something, you
see
know.
top. Yeah.
Yes, and that it actually did end up changing the color to a kind of a, you can almost see the green, although the green is kind of pretty opaque
It's
too,
more
or
like you.
translucent, I mean. So You know,
You've got a little bit of hue going on now.
yes. So yeah, good times, eh? Good times.
You should take all of the opals you've made so far and just put them all out and take a picture and post all of them,
Please.
just so we can see
Yes,
the
yes. When I
So we
get
can
done, yes. Yeah, because right now they're in my tray of
Ooh,
that's all
sure,
turquoise.
please,
There's
sir.
turquoise in there. There's chrysoprase in there. There's vericite in there.
All right.
There's phthylamines in there. So yeah, there's all kinds of goodies in there. So
Yeah, I just want to see a picture of that tray.
yeah, well, because you know, I had a bunch of my moonstone in there, and like
Mhm.
stuff's like moving out, and
It's
the
like
opal's moving
pretty
in.
jumped in like little
So
like
yeah,
cardboard.
yeah,
I know.
so other stuff's gonna be moving out as more stuff moves in, right? That's
Yeah,
how
you're
it
like
goes.
we need
Aw.
plus space. We need the space for like the new pretties. The new pretties got to live in here for a little while.
Yes, until the next big thing comes down the pike, and then we'll be doing that.
Exactly.
There's no other thing bigger than opal, right?
That's what you think
Ooh,
right now. It still
For
has you in its
cabbing,
love.
not
I agree. I
if we
agree.
have
Like
like
Opal's queen.
yes, if I have like diamonds and rubies and emeralds, well, of course this crap's gonna go in the garbage can. But
No, it
we
won't.
don't. And actually, I have a 72 karat diamond I'm cabbing up right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks.
No, yes, yeah, like she let me frickin' cat. No, it's mine.
Yeah. Brenda's just like never shuts up, does she?
Yes. Yeah. This is her favorite thing, talking over behind my back.
But she's
Talking
not.
behind my back. She's always talking behind my back.
She's just shaking her head because she can't do anything else.
She can't do anything else because she's not wearing the power color. She's not wearing power color yellow.
Right.
See, that was her mistake.
Yeah, you got a red or yellow. You know?
Hey, and this is another funny thing too. At Spencer, everybody was wearing black. I'm like, it's sunny. It's like 84 degrees. What are all you people wearing black? I was wearing white everything, and I was like, and I was talking to Rock Betty. I was like, is it like a fashion thing? Is this the wrong time of the year to be wearing white? Am I doing some full paw? Full paw? Like, oh, you're wearing white in September? Yeah. Oh, that's so Wisconsin-y. Like, you guys are wearing black. Like, are you nuts? You're like a sun magnet, for criminy sakes.
Right? Maybe they're powering up their solar devices.
Yes. And multiple layers. Like, really? Layers? Black and layers?
Oh.
So I guess there is something out in the water out west. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I know for sure that there is. we enjoy it. But what are you gonna do with your stones now? I mean, I know that you're gonna play with them, Jerry. Like, are you guys gonna set some of them?
Yes. Mine, my new favorite. Yeah, this is gonna be a ring, even though, it'll be a big ring, but definitely I got strong enough fingers to hold it. So yeah. So Brenda wants a pendant. Yes, exactly right. Brenda wants a pendant, and of course, she can't have silver on her skin because she's allergic to it. It's got to be gold. Why don't you show her some of the rings?
It's her fault. Like, that's not her fault.
Yes.
She's lucky.
Yes. So
I'm sorry, can't have silver, only can have gold. Sorry, babe.
Here, I'll show you the rings I got her. Yes, come on. Let's see them. Come on. Come on, let's see them. Come on.
This is the Wisconsin show.
Yes. Yes, she's introverted. She's not real open to anything. So believe me, every time we go anywhere, she always like, oh, you know, see my rings, see my rings, see my huge gold diamond rings Jerry bought me. Do you see them? You see them? And now she's bashful. Now she's on a rock show and she's being bashful.
Oh, I believe it.
Yes.
All
And the
right.
funny
Well,
thing is, I was going to keep them for myself because I said they make real good pinky rings. I could be like Joe Pesci. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
kiss
You
the
talking to me?
ring.
Yeah. But she's like, no, no, they're mine.
Nice.
Yeah,
I,
that
I
sounds
I
Yeah.
approve of that. Can you hold up that doublet or the triplet rather one more time of your favorite one?
My favorite one.
Yep. Hold that up.
Well, let me get the light
Now
back on.
hold it sideways. Hold it so that we can see the doublet. Okay. So
Oh,
I have a question for you. Are you going to shave the back?
Yes. Well, you know, and that was another question I had where people were asking me like, oh, you know, yeah, so I left these real big back. And for other people that are they're doing these, you know, if you ain't gonna do anything with it right away, leave it this way. You know, I don't have the thing rounded over anything because it's gonna make a big difference if you're gonna set this in a bezel in a ring where the wire or the it's going to go around, your bezel wire is going to go around, you know, you can have that. And then depending on how thick your wire or your wrap is going to be how thick you want to do the sewn. So why cut this down and then you have to do something like sawdusting? You know, people do like sawdust behind their stone when they don't make it tall enough. So this way, if you leave it like this in the rough, so this is basically done, but it's not even close to being done. It can be fine tuned. Now, if you were going to make it in a prong setting, then you're going to want to completely contour the back like you have the front, completely contour it, even contour. See how I got the little bevel or the side here. You're going to want to completely make it round. So it's round, completely round all the way for a prong setting. So every setting is going to have a different idea of how you want your stone to be looking. So
And this is Sir drops a lot, so he needs it bigger so you don't drop
yes,
it.
yes. And I have dropped opals already too. These opals I've already dropped. So yes, so depending on how you're going to use it in your end result, you're going to change, you may change stuff. So I just leave these big and tall, plenty to work with. You know, obviously my wire, my wrap silver is only, I got some different thicknesses, but you know, it's probably only going to be even half of that thickness of that. So yes, you'll grind down a lot of this. So, but you know, I just had it on a thick piece, so leave it on a thick piece for now. So it ain't
Yeah,
hurting it by sitting like
platform
that.
shoes are in style, and
Yes,
so yeah,
yes.
leave it on the platform. I like that you covered that, and that's actually what I wanted out there because I think a lot of people who are trying doublets and triplets for the first time, if they don't do silversmithing, they don't understand how big or small to make that, and so I just
Right,
wanted you to
right.
cover that. Yeah,
Yes, yes. Because you know you can buy and I always call it wire, but whatever it's called, it comes
it's
in.
called wire.
Yeah, it comes in a multiple thicknesses, and you can even get stuff with designs in it and whatever. But yes, so you know, and if you want like something with like a pattern on it, you know, well then you want it a little bit thicker. But if it's just going to be plain silver, you know, then you don't want it to be as tall. So yeah, there's so many variabilities in there. So yes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
Because people just wonder what the heck is that thing and why does it have to be there? So you kind of covered that, and I really appreciate that.
Yes, and then for like wire wrapping, you know, Allison did like a bunch of wire wrap stuff too. And again, you're gonna, you know, then wire wrapping, it's a little bit different. Then you're probably gonna want to just use a regular stone where you don't have that black because you're gonna probably see it on a wire wrap stone more open or whatever. So you know, it all depends on what you're using it for.
Totally. I love the farm to table that you guys are doing with your opals, and I hope that you'll share like that bin of opals with us, Jerry.
Yes, yes,
over on the Discord, and I hope that
yes,
you'll take some more of them on, Brenda, that, like,
yes,
Yeah.
you
This
get
actually,
around to that.
yes. But
yeah.
did you see gold right now? I mean, come on, really?
Did you see silver
30,
right now?
I'm
yes,
right. She doesn't have to
I
do
It's
anything
like
yet. She could just
yes,
45.
play.
yes, I do see a silver right now, and I have a lot, so I'm not worried about silver. Actually, I heard
I'm
silver
coming
300.
over.
I heard silver $330 an ounce could be in a couple years. Okay, I hope so. 'Cause I'm gonna
You
love it.
know,
Oh,
everybody stockpile
I should know.
your
Yes,
silver, because
yes,
like it's doubled in, less than 5 years, and so
yes.
we're in for it.
And always be lookout at the estate sales for sterling silver, old teapots, coffee cup, or little sugar things,
Trophy cups.
silverware, sterling. Look for it, melt it down, frickin' use it. Why not?
Oh
It's
yeah.
all. Some people don't know what they have. I got a little sterling silver milk pitcher at
Milk.
Goodwill for $3.99 at Goodwill.
Oh no.
Sterling silver $3.99.
All
Beautiful.
right,
So
so
yeah,
tell everybody really quick, since we're on a PSA right now for silver, how do they know that they've got silver milk pitcher at Goodwill? What do you look for?
on the bottom, if you have sterling, it'll be marked sterling, or it'll be marked 925, which is the mark for sterling. And even on like the knives, where you'll get a butter knife where it's got the metal front, the end handle can be sterling, and again it'll be marked like on the edges,
Yeah.
it'll be marked you'll see it sterling on there. So yes, that's something to look out for.
Yep, yep. And yeah, some of the folks are coming out of the woodwork in the chat too, with all the like the hallmark. Look for that. Look for
Yeah,
the
there's some
stamp.
old yeah, for before date, some hallmarks can, before they were putting the 925 or the sterling mark on there, hallmarks can be meaning silver too. So yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
And
you can look up the symbols.
And any United States coins before 1964, dimes, quarters, 50 cents pieces, and dollars are silver, not sterling silver. It's coin silver, a little bit different. It's coin silver. So, but can it be used? You can, but you got to just make sure you're not marking it as sterling silver. And you can actually melt it down and separate it, or change the amount
That,
of whatever else is in there, copper or nickel, to increase it up to be sterling. So yes.
awesome. Wow, that
And
was
and
like
some and some
excellent information.
the new silver dollars are 999 silver, which is pure silver. And again, it's not, good silver to work with because it's pure silver. And then for people that are like in the know, argentium is, if you're going to be doing a lot of work with silver, you want argentium, because then you don't get fire scale. You don't get any of the problems that you do with working with sterling or 999.
Yeah, Argentium is a wonderful option. And then some of
Yeah,
us actually prefer to work with the fine silver, which is the 999 for bezels and
yeah,
that sort of thing.
yes.
And so it
well,
just depends on your use.
Yes, well, because it's a little pricier, so yes,
Yeah.
yes.
softer, so you can like push it around the
Oh
stone
yes,
a little bit.
yeah, yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with
It
gold.
behaves so
Just
nicely.
just use gold, no silver.
Oh.
Okay.
Gold.
It's
And
so
if
hard. It is
anybody's
such a
looking, and if anybody's looking for gold, I have lots of gold, $5,000 an ounce. So
Oh, the gold is such a higher melting point too. It
yeah.
really does make everything in your
Oh
studio
yes,
harder.
yes,
Yeah. Like
yes.
you got to have different torches and everything. So,
Yeah, because we had to redo both of Brenda's rings because they wouldn't fit her, so we had to resize them. So yes, yes. Gold is fickle.
it is fickle.
Maybe argon or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
September.
We got the shaking of the head back there. I love it. So you
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining
Yeah.
us. I don't want to keep you guys up too late. I know that you're like way into the future by a few
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah,
So.
no, it's only 9:00 here, but yes. So
Oh,
yeah, I've taken up too much time. Everybody else is going to be up till midnight. So yes, happy birthday, Melissa. Happy birthday,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Anybody else I missed for September? Karen, I already said that to you. Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
live.
We've
Yeah,
already
whatever.
done.
So
Yeah.
yeah, blah blah blah. So I think I did to Melissa too, but I'm not sure. So yes.
Kyle,
We appreciate both of
And
you
Merry
coming on
Christmas.
so much.
Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to anybody since then, Merry Christmas.
You're
Happy
so
New Year.
quiet and so few words come out that it might
right?
be until Christmas, and so I do fear that. So thank you for wishing us
Yeah.
Merry Christmas ahead.
Yes. And from here in Wisconsin. No.
You couldn't.
Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you for having us. See you guys around.
We'll
Good
see
luck
you
to
next time.
everybody. Let's make
Bye,
some
Yeah.
Dad.
cab. Hey,
Oh,
where's Theo's entry? Come on, Theo, you
oh,
make
it's
the
in
content.
Florida someplace, you know.
Yeah. He dropped a nemesis and then ran away. That's what
Yes,
happened.
we were so looking forward to see what his nemesis was, and he split. So yes,
Oh no, he planned it. He planned it to torture
yeah.
all of us and not
Yeah.
be tortured himself.
And then real quick,
Brave Sir Theo.
big thanks to Brian for giving me that Opal at the Opal thing.
You're
Brian,
gonna forever for that.
AZRE, go and subscribe to him.
Here,
Yes,
here.
I haven't worked on that one yet, but I will be, and I will be showing it, Brian. So if you're still out there, I'm still working on that one. Yes. So okay, bye everybody.
Cheers.
No.
Oh my gosh, that
I wish we could get him
always.
to.
What's that?
I wish we could just get Jerry to open up a little bit. You know,
I know. I
It's
worry
just
because he's so
that
quiet.
shy. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Jeez.
and just if he likes rocks or not. I'm
And
I'm
poor
just
Brett
not
wouldn't
sure.
stop talking over the top of him. I mean, that was just painful.
I know, right? Yeah, like just give
He's
him
like,
a word
he's like,
edgewise.
wow. Yeah.
Off your rock is right. His nemesis is being away from the workshop at all. I know we just none of us should have jobs other than playing with the rocks, of
Yeah.
course. And so wow, okay, so we started off the night with a couple of fantastic guests, but we do have more stones that we need to cover. So we had Mina Valentina, and we had Bloom Rock with the gorgeous but never again triplet, and then we also had the Opal, and I'm scrolling on over because I want to pick up our next victim here, and we're gonna chat a little bit about the Romania Rockhounds piece here, and so do you have some words to kick us off and get us rolling on this bad boy?
Yeah, I like that this was something that she'd struggled with and she'd put aside until she could figure out what the heck to do about it. And she had said that it tested, as far as she could tell, as opalite,
Oh,
which is
cool.
and like I don't have any idea, but yep, sure, sounds good to me. And I love how angular this is. I
Yes.
love that. I wanted to ask her and I forgot to do it. It's like I have questions late at night and then I'm like, it's too late to ask questions, and then I forget. But I wondered
She
how
might be in a different time zone entirely anyway.
much so. But even if she wasn't, it would be rude to be asking you if they were in my time zone. Some of the times I get questions. But I think that
Sure.
she said she ended up finishing this one with sandpaper. So
Oh,
she did
wow.
all these little facety edges on sandpaper. And I mean, opal is soft, but that's still a lot of work. So
Heck
again,
yeah.
impressed.
And thank you so much, Sage Rat, for coming and dropping in and hanging out with us yet again. And thank you for the Ozone Fine Art membership for someone. That gift will bring somebody into the tribe. And here comes the bell. Powered by Yellow. And so we have more views of this beautiful cab. Part of the cab contest is making sure that we understand what the cab is. So can you tell them what they need to show us in their pictures so that
Oh
we
yeah.
know? Yeah.
This was a little bit of a different situation this month because usually we ask that people show a piece of the rough stone, like however it showed up to them, whether it was a slab or a rock that they were cutting down. But if this is something that you've worked on and it's gotten messed up and you've set it aside, that's not necessarily like, oh, did you think to take a picture? I don't take a picture of every single rock I start working on before I work on it. So that one was kind of a let go by the wayside. And because this was a piece she'd worked on before, she didn't have a before picture, but you also needed to show that there was a girdle on it. And while this one does have faceting on the top, it's also rounded. So I didn't get technical. I was like, nope, there's still a dome on there.
Nice.
It might be a slightly flattened dome in areas, but it's still a dome.
Yeah, a quasi dome, a domette, whatever you want to call it. It's fine.
There's roundingness going on there. So I decided, yes, 100%.
Roundingness.
It's in the general area enough that we're good. And yeah, so she showed all the things she needed to show, and then she's just supplemented it with different cool angles of this awesome little stone that she created.
Nice. And there it is. And I would love to know, Romania, if you are in the chat, what is going to happen with this stone? It always is so interesting to me. If somebody is creating something that, you know, is just going to be a palm stone and they just are going to add it to their collection of beautiful things to look at, or if it's headed for being a wrap or a pendant, a ring, a piece of artwork in one way or another. And so I would love to hear about what you are planning on doing with that.
Oh,
and
right, 'cause she does some wire wrapping. So yeah,
Exactly.
I'm wondering if this is going in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah, because so many of you out there are so talented that, you know, you're finding the rocks, you're creating the piece of gem out of the rock, and then you're creating a piece of artwork out of that. And watching that unfurl is just it's more addictive than No Jazz Jerry's Opal addiction to me. I love watching it happen.
Agreed.
Oh, happy
Agreed.
birthday, Resort Dog. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
birthday,
So
girl.
I missed when that was.
Sweet.
And so, but happy birthdays. Maybe I should scroll back. I need to scroll back in the calendar and find when when it says in the calendar when that was. Excellent. And we have Soul is going to be turning 29 in October.
Dude, for like the 31st time. That's incredible.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
First, wait.
I'm right around 29 as well. Same with you, right, Ma?
Always.
Yeah, we like that number.
We sure.
And so beautiful job, Romania Rockhound. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And
can we skip to Chris, because Chris is in the chat and he has 7 minutes before he has to go back into work.
He is actually next. And so not only can we, but we shall. And so let me thank you for letting me not loiter too long and yammer though. So while Chris is available. I mean, usually we help each other yammer more. And so it's good that you keep me curbed here. And so Yeah, so I know, right? Here is Chris's absolutely fabulous fire obsidian cab, and we actually had the pleasure of watching this thing be made during the live stream. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
If
that
you
was
guys
sweet.
were along, or you can go watch it be made if you'd like to do that. And so yeah, but wait, there's more.
Just seeing, yeah,
That's
you the
that's it
video on this.
being
Oh, yeah, look at that.
finished. And so
He
here's
has the
this beautifully.
sleekness. The
What's
sleekness.
yes. That's
Yeah,
race car sleek,
that is
ladies.
aerodynamic if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that is gonna go fast in
Beautiful.
jewelry. Yeah. You set that thing and you're going from 0 to stylish in no time flat.
Yeah.
And so we have what I love about this picture is it's
Mhm.
showing us, of course, the layers of the actual, the magnetite that was
Yeah,
laid on in these different layers of the lattice of the obsidian as
right.
it was happening. And I I you know, World of Rockhounds Kyle talks about this quite a bit, being is that he is the Wizard of Ob,
Right.
and he even has been doing a series of live streams just the last few days where he's also been shining up a rather large piece of fire obsidian and going over some of the intricacies of these layers. This is like textbook. This picture should be in the textbook
It really
for,
should.
yeah, how these layers are distributed and how irregular and weird they are.
And think about how you remember how thin this thing is. You have to think about how thin it is while you're looking at this picture.
Let's go back to this one and just
Right.
reconsider how dang thin this
Think
is.
of that, and then look at the next one, and that shows you how much can be going on, Karen. How much can be going on in such a tiny little space? Like,
Mhm.
look at that. That's incredible.
Yeah, like how many micrometers are we looking at in the spacing? Because you can see the shadowing in
Yeah,
between
you
these
can
layers.
literally see they're casting shadows on each other, but it's like 3 millimeters or 4 millimeters thick or something.
The
I'm not
whole
sure.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
and so
that's
these are micrometers,
yeah,
that like are spacing
centimeters.
these layers. It's
These are
nuts.
divisions of millimeters, and yeah, it's
If your mind isn't blown, then you need to reconsider like what you're drinking this evening.
right.
Yeah, because that is amazing. And so
Yeah,
here we
no,
go with the vidya.
Vidya. It's so good.
And then we have some of the autumn colors going on in the bottom, which Kyle talks about being
Yeah,
sort of
it's so cute
second
how
grade.
he color codes them. He's like, "This is a winter." This is like,
Right, right.
I can't believe
So
it.
you should not be using yellow in your wardrobe.
But think about how much depth is in this thing that is so thin.
Right. Yeah,
It's
it's pretty mind-blowing.
incredible. It's a
Yeah.
really, really beautiful piece of obsidian. And I don't know how big this was when Chris got it, but well done working it to get it to where it's showing all of this off.
Yeah, you're
Because lots of
literally walking on eggshells trying to polish this stuff.
yeah. And like when he was doing this, he noticed by the end of he wasn't even done polishing it, but getting close to being done, that there was a whole circle that from the top of that little like circle pile there that
Yeah.
was
Circle pile. You got to
yeah, it's a
say that.
circle pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, who ever gets to say circle pile?
Right?
But,
What
like,
is that
the
even?
one of them was just gone because it's just that thin, you know?
Yeah.
But it's still, I
Totally.
mean, it's fine. Like, it's absolutely fine, dude. Like, that thing is still popping. It's
We might
great.
need to have a math rock group called Circle Pile. I mean,
Go for it.
yeah. You down? Like we could do this.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
I'm with you.
We need a bass player.
And Chris
Um,
is chat still. Chris, do you know, like, do you know millimeters? Like, if could you tell me how many millimeters you think this thing is thick? I don't do. Maybe you could tell us like in portions of an inch because that's what most people do. I don't speak that, but maybe somebody can translate it for me. I just want to know how thin it is.
Yeah. And Femme Mechanique is here in the house as well. Very cool.
Yeah,
We'll
you got the
bring
Julie's.
us back in here. And let's see, we've got, yeah, the eyeball in the circle was gone after I worked it down. So crazy, right? You've got the hands of a surgeon, sir, because that was some, if you go too far, too
Mm-hmm.
fast, all of that whole pile of circles is gone. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah, the
just
whole circle
nuts.
pile is just erased.
Yeah. And we're taking bets now. Wait, all those colors gives it almost an opal plate. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And 4 millimeters by my eye.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
a good guess.
yeah, it's hard to know
It was hard
without
to
something in
picture.
reference.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I really enjoyed Chris making this. Like, I like watching him work because he's so meticulous, and I appreciate it. Like, I watch him, I'm like, yeah, that was good. I like the pace. I like what you're doing here. This is good. I could just relate to it so much when I'm watching him work. And so watching him finish this was just a pleasure.
Nice. And Afia Raka is doing the opposite of what's expected. My base is way smaller than your base. And so
Oh,
cool.
actually,
We wanted to actually do a project where it was just all bass players in the band.
oh,
And so
I'll
maybe
join.
maybe we could do that. Yeah.
You pull my base out of the cobwebs for that.
You should. You should anyway, because when we get together, we're gonna need to jam.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that's
true.
just
And that's gonna be
yeah.
just a thing because it's been like, oh, sorry, I haven't touched it in 15 years. Sorry.
It'll
Yeah,
be
I'll get on
fun.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dust off that base and we've got one here for you when you come up.
Oh,
So you
cool.
don't even have to
Li-
bring it if you don't want.
Lighter travels.
What's that?
Lighter travels.
Yeah,
If there's already, yeah,
for sure. Because rocks, like we can't be encumbered because there's always
no,
rocks that we have to
yeah,
deal with as well. And so
exactly.
the light things like bass guitars and whatnot, we'll
Right.
cover you there.
Like,
So off your rock, I didn't know you got two, but one is a 3/4
quarter
or a
scale. I
3/4
like
size.
those ones.
Hmm.
They don't have much resonance to them, but they're so much easier to play. So,
Yes,
side
I know,
note.
especially if you don't have fighter spingers.
Right. And I kind of do. If you may recall, like I'm 5'11 and I've got like pianist fingers. Like I'm kind of like the girl version of Theo as far as like I'm like very willowy and long. So like I can get the reach on there, but man, on the smaller 3/4 scale ones, they're just so much easier to play. They don't sound as good though.
Wow. Yeah, I'm such a little person. Like I should be a
I'm
Noompa
really
Loompa or
surprised you
something.
guys
And so I'm gonna use the like I have like a it's not a jazz bass, but it's when Fender was like amalgamating the P bass and the jazz bass together.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and
Actually,
like I feel like such a little kid whenever I play it because it's like almost as tall as me. And so and so I think I'm gonna get one of those uke basses. And so like it'll be
yeah.
funny because I'll have the soprano bass with all of y'all like taking the different sizes. It would be
But
so
see,
cool.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay, that's a
nice
plan.
bit of sounds going on there. Love it.
Okay, so did you have I don't think I saw an answer from Rufotris. Oh yeah, sadly he has to go back to work there.
He said
And
3-4 millimeters.
yeah, did he
Yeah.
okay, I missed it. Whoops. And so yeah, there is that wonderful thing. And y'all are voting on these, and so keep in mind that we're kind of giving you this show, and you get to go back to the Discord and decide what you want to vote on
Yes.
for what's going to happen not only for the winter of September, but who gets to choose what the spooky
Excellent.
October cabochon gets to be.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, and so that'll be fun.
it could get interesting.
What's that?
Nothing. I was just thinking it could be a theme for
Oh, for
October.
sure.
Yeah.
It feels like it needs to be something like that. It's got to have something to do with spookiness of some kind.
I'm with you.
Okay, and so we have this one also that is, I think, the last one that we have to cover this evening. And we do have on the show the person who made this cab.
Did you make this cap, Carrie?
I did not. Nor am I wearing a cherry drop Band-Aid
Aw,
on my thumb right now.
poor fingers.
I'm so
It hurts
sorry
so
about your
bad.
finger. You have been so harsh to your thumb. You need to
It's been-
apologize.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's bad. It's not good. I do much harm to my thumb.
Yes, no more harm to the thumbs. And welcome in Julie from Femme Mechanique Designs. We miss you so much. We need to get you on a live doing some work here really
Yes!
soon.
I love doing lives with her.
Seriously, I know, I love Julie. And so hopefully we can join you soon. I'm gonna be doing some like mad lots of lives. I'm getting set up so that we can get together a whole lot more. And so
Oh, that's
hopefully we'll
awesome.
yeah, because I know I know me and Ma love to work together all the time anyway. And so like everybody else, come on and join in and we'll do a live stream. And Kirk, welcome in. Thank you so much. The birthdays were fantastic, and cheers to you with your mug right this second. I always love to drink out of the Kirk Hoyer mug of brilliance, and there's good spritzer in here right now. But wait, it's more important to talk about this here cab though. Tell
Oh,
us
yeah.
what in the heck is going on with this thing, because this is quite unusual.
What's happening? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, now you're back.
Okay.
You're back.
Sorry
You're back.
about that. I don't know
I
what
know.
happened.
That was like a gravid like cliffhanger. Like,
Ooh,
yeah, I
pretty
thought you were
much.
just keeping us waiting because you're
Oh,
you're about
I was
to.
building up suspense.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
tell us about this.
okay, so I wavered very much between if I was going to do something with these fish or obsidian, because we all know about obsidian. We know what it can be like, and I have plenty of things that I could have gotten back to or whatever, but I really wanted to do something with these fish because they seem so impossible to cab. And I had tried doing things with various types of glue and that kind of thing to make them work. And the thing that you need to understand about these is like I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have had like at least some sort of like fossil fish experience. Maybe you haven't, but the matrix it's in is so extremely soft. You can't cab it. Like it's not happening.
Right.
Maybe
No,
you could like
it's so crumbly. It's about, like, if I might just intervene here just a
yeah,
second.
please do.
Um like the English tea bread, that's what it feels like when you're mining these little fishies out in Kemmerer.
Mhm.
They are like getting through, soda bread or biscuits. I mean,
Right.
it's
Like an
it's
English
crazy,
biscuit is a perfect description of
right?
its consistency.
It
Yeah.
totally is. Like,
Just
if you were hungry, you would just nosh on it.
yeah, to make you understand, it's like you can cut these things with wood saws. Like they're that soft.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
So easy. Yeah. And so I mean, I am very sorry to say that in the entire process of me trying to learn how to do just this thing that lived in my head, many fish were harmed.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
so it really was,
that's
but it
not
was
even funny.
I know. I mean, I can't tell you, like, I had made one, and then, like, Theo got back to me, like, later that day, like, I'd already ruined it, and he told me that it was, oh, that's an extremely rare fish that you only see blah, 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 out of how many times. And by the time he was telling me this, it was gone because I'd ruined it. Like,
Yeah.
heartbreaking, and, like, the tiny fish are hard to find, too. Like, I mean, maybe they're not. The perfectly small ones, you know? The ones you could fit into something you're gonna make into jewelry are, I'm assuming, pretty hard to find. And so I'd already done mass damage to things that I held very dear to me. Like, it was, tears happened because I ruined things.
Aw.
And then I finally thought I'd cracked it. And through the cabbing process, it would delaminate. So, like, I was using different kinds of glue to try to figure out what would work best. And by the time you're done with all of the rigors of that, you put these rocks through a lot of rigor, and trauma. and
Seriously.
and the fishy and little parts of the matrix had started to just kind of back off and come apart from the quartz that I'd used to top them.
Oh,
And
wow.
at that point I was using Montana agate, like really like clear Montana agate, whatever, but same point. And what I ended up having to do is, because at that point I was doing things wet, and so to kind of combat it, like, I'd had the idea, like, I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I'm gonna have to cab dry.
Uh-huh.
And so I put on layers of dust masks and respirators
Oh,
and
yeah.
set up a vacuum system to pull the dust away from me. And I cabbed, like, where you see the fish that's floating in the middle and, like, the little frame that's around him, I basically made, like, a little tomb for this fish by having a backing stone, quartz on the top, and then 4 stones around the sides to get it completely encased in stone and like resin that's holding those stones on, right?
Yeah.
So to hopefully make a waterproof barrier that it would then be safe through the rest of the cabbing process. But
Wow.
I had to get that thing, like, close to fully polished before I put it into the rest of the cab, I had to do that all dry. It was a long, frustrating, dusty
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
nightmare. And, like, having to stop I was having to stop because, like, the matrix of whatever is just caked up on the discs. Like, it is, man, we don't know how good it is to have water till you don't have any. But you're like, wow, this is terrible.
We understand why we use water now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know it already, but I have a whole new understanding of it,
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah. So I had to basically make a tiny cab in a little, it's basically like entombed. It's entombed in stone, this little fish. And then I built a cab around it to kind of
Wow.
the little windowing thing I wanted to do. And
So he's little tuna and common, huh?
yeah, a
Tuna,
little
tuna and common?
bit common.
Yeah. No little tomb.
Oh yeah. He's chilling though, like I think he likes this better than where he was in the beds over there in Kemmerer, because he can see out now, so
100%.
there's that
Yeah.
going for him. Like, I think he feels a little bit better and a little freer.
Yeah, and celebrated. And so I'm showing the back of your cab right now. So when we went to the ingredients that you had
Right.
set down,
Yeah,
can you
that was
run
on my
us through
list.
some of the ingredients that you
Oh
used
yeah,
really quick?
this
Yeah.
is a good shot to do it with because there's a fish there already.
Yep.
So the center I backed with some Indonesian fossilized coral. I just had the tiniest little piece of it that was almost perfect for this size. And then I surrounded it with the opalized sycamore petwood that's from Pittsburgh, which is where I live in California. It was found about 2 miles from me. So I used that to make a little frame.
I thought I recognized that.
Yes. And then it's got a quartz frame around that. And then it's got some beautiful favosites from Blind Squirrel Rocks as the outside border. And then on the other side of it, it's then capped with quartz. because I wanted there to be a smooth finish across all of those materials. So I capped it.
Yeah. Yeah. That
This one
is
a
awesome.
doozy.
Yeah. And so Rick was wondering, would cactus juice or Opticon work on the fossil material from Kemmer?
I have wondered the same thing. I'm not set up to do any kind of either vacuum or air or like compression type situation to stabilize stuff. So I don't know. My guess would, I mean, I would take, if I could, if I had that set up, I would take some little offcut that had like a little bone in it or something, but not a whole like cool fish or whatever, just to test it.
Hey, I have some like partial fish. Like
Yeah.
if you're into it, I could send them to you.
Well, look, Theo sent me some stuff to test, like, so I could figure out what resins and things would work and what would soak in, what wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've
Okay.
got some debris like that. I just don't have a setup. Maybe send them to Ryan because Ryan is messing around.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Ryan, unfortunately, you have been nominated. So
But granted, like,
perhaps this
some
isn't bad
else have to
news.
send him some cactus juice because cactus juice is expensive. But like,
Right, it is.
I don't know is my sad answer. Like, but I just don't have the options of stabilizing something like this. But I never, like, this is the thing, you're not going to want to cab over a fossil like this anyways, because you don't want to lose any of that detail in those bones and stuff, right? So
Sure.
like,
Unless
but yeah,
you do because we really like what you did. I don't know if I can really be down with that. Like I love what you did. I think I would sacrifice a fossil any day to that.
oh no, I more meant like, I wouldn't want to cab straight up this material because if you don't,
No.
you're going to
Yeah,
lose fish, like you're going to lose fish
for sure.
parts. I think the
Yeah.
move with this stuff is definitely to encase it, entomb it in something. But yeah, like, okay, I'm thinking more clearly now. If you could take cactus juice or something similar and stabilize it, that would be a game changer, in which I knew, but I knew I couldn't do it because then you could get it, you could cab it wet. You could, do it like a normal person, like making a cab instead of like making it environmentally hazardous situation for yourself for
Sure.
hours and hours, like I was so hot, man. That's all I can say. Like,
Oh, yeah, and I mean, really looking at these fossils, just glancing in their general direction makes them fall apart.
oh yeah, look at him.
From the prepping side for me, I don't pre I don't prepare as far as with glue or resin or anything like that. The fossil beforehand, I'm just like raw prepping, and you look at these guys wrong, and like their whole rib cage goes away. I mean,
Oh
it's just nuts. Yeah.
oh yeah, and like I learned lots of things. Like, oh yeah, the first time I did it, I just dumped a bunch of CA glue onto a fish and slapped the quartz down. Right,
Uh-huh.
it worked pretty good. Looked nice and clear. Then I was like, oh, I'll just smooth down the back of it with my flat lap. And about 3 seconds later, it's through all of the dirt and into the bones. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
learn real quick what you are not ever going to do again.
Right.
And it's just wrecked. Like, you're just like, I just ruined a beautiful thing that was fine for millions and millions of years until it met me. And then
Right. It was fine for millions of years until it met you.
yeah. And so there's lots of heartbreak around it, but it's like once I did the little middle part, then I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this as fun as possible. Like, I wanted you to be able to see the frame around it from every angle. Like, that's why I kind of left, like, you can kind of see in one of the little videos that I put on there where you can really, I made it so you could kind of look into the cab.
Uh-huh.
That was so fun to do, and that I want to play with that a little bit more. It's like I just have to get better at not messing up so that my quartz things keep getting thinner and thinner on accident. Like, they start with
Yeah,
like these nice
gotcha.
kind of thicker, wider things that like will really let you peek in, and then by the time you've got them all perfect or gotten out your chips or whatever, it's super thin and you're like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. So I think we've covered why this might be a Nemesis style kind of condition for you.
I didn't
Um,
do a good job explaining it when I posted it. I think maybe you'll understand now.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and I think that anybody looking at the cab that has had their hands on at least the Kemmer fossils kind of understood just intuitively how difficult that material is to work with and try to stabilize to the extent that you could even have it be something at all
Right.
other
Yeah.
than just, a piece to hang on your wall or something like that. So that does lead me to, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, I have from before this piece came together, I've had an idea for a jewelry piece I wanted to make out of it. And so that is what I'll be doing with it. And it just, the idea lived in my head, and I just kind of have to get it out. And luckily, and so I feel so blessed that like Theo recognized that I was kind of getting a little bit obsessed with these guys. And while he was on his last trip, he made sure to grab a bunch of tiny ones for me.
Nice.
So I'll be able to like make a couple more. I'm just excited that I get to kind of play and explore with them a little bit more. I've made 2 of them now that were successful. They're not like, there's always something a little funny, and like I'm figuring out like with both of the pieces I've made jewelry with now, the people that had prepped them had put a little bit of something on the bones to hold them on or to stabilize the bones or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's the resin in that don't get along.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be asking Theo, like, unless you absolutely have to, like, because this is the thing, I don't know, like, maybe another thing will go wrong because it's not stabilized that way. Like, I don't know, but I'm wanting to really figure out a thing where like you pick it up and you don't see weird, because there'll just be a couple little spots that are shinier than others, and like, look, they're distracting. I want it to just look like you're just looking at that fish and nothing is drawing your attention away from it. But both of the 2 people I got those fish from had prepped it a little bit and done a little bit of things to it. And the resin has an interesting, shall we say, relationship with whatever that is. And I don't know if the answer is not putting that step there or not. Like, there's a lot of, I just want to keep trying till I get it as perfect as I can.
It makes perfect sense what you're talking about there, as far as a lot of people will prep these small fossils with something as simple as even Elmer's glue or Mod
Right.
Podge or things like that. And if you say you were a painter and instead of prepping your canvas, you prepped it with acrylic, you couldn't oil paint over the top of it, or
Right.
so the wrong preparation is going to give it, we were talking about leaving a tooth before, it will give it the wrong tooth literally, and the two things will not coalesce
No,
at all.
it'll
And
basically kind of,
yeah.
yeah, it'll act like when there's a fracture in a stone and where they just won't quite ever bond to each other. So
Oh yeah.
there's this like tiny layer of air or just a gap, whatever it is, but it makes it reflective in a distracting way. And it's not so bad that like I hate it. I'm still like, this is very cool and I love it. But I want that to be gone, like I want you to just see the fish and not be distracted by that. And so it'll be fun because I love this kind of stuff. I love doing experiments. I love just like testing new things and seeing what will work.
Yeah, yeah. And so stay tuned everybody, because this is truly something that the innovation is going to be interesting about. Imagine being able to wear a piece that you've got, a several million year old little fishy flying around on your neck or what have you. I mean, how cool is that?
I mean, it was I had, with the very first time I ever saw a tiny fish, like those little tiny fossil fish, I was like, oh, I want to make a necklace with that so bad. And so the fact that I can, and this was before, like when I first, this was well before I had lapidary equipment. So the fact that I'm so close to it being exactly what I want is incredible to me. and I'm very happy with it. Like, I think I made a ton of progress with these little guys, and I feel like I did for the most point. And that's the thing, you don't have to get it perfect for your Nemesis Stone. You just make progress, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And so Julie is talking about online. It talks about Paraloid B72 for sealing. Someone tried that. I have B72 around all over the place here because I deal with the fossils from the beach and the rivers. That's what we seal it with. Have I ever tried to make a piece of jewelry with something that I've sealed with B72? No. And so perhaps that's something that maybe I will try, or maybe Ma and I can do a collab
I'd
on.
love to do that with you.
Yeah, but that's a great question, because that is the standard for trying to preserve the things that
Right.
you desperately
That's,
want to preserve. And yet
yeah,
it's too viscous and weird for the fish fossils. You'd really have to acetone it down. It's kind of like it's the wrong trousers for the
right.
thinner fossils,
It makes
whereas it's the perfect thing
almost.
for the stuff in the hard matrix that we have
Right.
here.
Because that stuff is reversible, and that's the thing that's beautiful about it, is you're basically putting like a shiny, nice coating over it to highlight what's beautiful about it, but it's completely removable. Because I think it's just kind of like, I can't remember what is it that's it's suspended in acetone, which will just evaporate when you put it on something. I
Yes.
cannot remember what the material is that's in it. But
Yeah, I
it's,
can't remember the amalgam either, but basically, it does make it look nice, but even
yeah,
more so his like for a museum, you're preserving, like when I'm doing an acid bite on part of my fossil, the
right,
stuff that's showing already, I'm covering with the B72 to preserve it.
right.
And
You're
so it's a
protecting
preservative as well as
it.
making it look cool.
Well, right, and I knew that it was like a thing that you could reverse later, and that was kind of the why
It's
museums liked it.
archival, right? Because you can
Yeah,
undo it and get back to, like, if you need to take testings of the bones that you've covered or anything like that, you actually still can.
yeah, I don't think you can do that with what I did.
No, but it's okay because like those little guys are happy to be highlighted, like our tuna and common, where
It's
there's
just
enough
to me.
there's enough of those in the world that it's okay that it's not historically significant
Yes,
necessarily, other than the
it's
fact
just
that
cool.
we are so amazed to be able to contact something that old for
Oh,
ourselves.
and it
Yeah.
looks that neat, and it makes you feel so tied to that
Yeah.
precious little life that once was, you know?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's so incredible that whole uh the experience of being able to go out there and get into the Green River Formation and find anything is just jaw dropping. The fact that we can kind of honor the fossil that has been found in a way that you did, Ma, is just incredible. You gave it such a shrine that it's so celebrated, like, if only all of the little fish that come out of the formation could be celebrated in such a way,
Well, and I thank you. And I really tried to do that with every little thing that I used on it is a fossil of some sort, whether it's a fossilized wood or the fossilized coral, both has
Yes.
the back. Like, I used every, like, if there was a clear fossil, I would have used it, to make the whole thing. But I really wanted to make an Intarsia thing with all fossils, and it doesn't get better than having that beautiful fish as the centerpiece, right? Like, it's just so adorable.
Yeah,
And
it is
and
awesome.
it warms my heart to for you to say that I did it justice, because like the last thing I'd ever want to be doing is taking something and like making it feel icky, or like, why did you ruin that thing? Like, why did you
No,
ruin that beautiful thing? So thank
no. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I think that could be perceived as anything but, just an incredible honorable shrine, as I said. And I don't know that this isn't the type of thing that you'd want to suspend like an amylite or ammonite in, unless you were, again, just if you were just putting it in a museum as opposed to making a beautiful art piece like Ma did, then, then it would be okay. But yeah, I mean it would definitely preserve something like that, because those are super fragile. You know, the whole idea of the B72 is to take something that might be uh subject
A
to
little
the
unstable.
to oxidation and to being, you've taken it out of a cocoon of sleeping for millions of years, if it was a concretion or something like that. And the next step would be to protect it.
Right.
And yeah, because the elements, even just the air, are going to start working on it from there on out. And so yeah, I would say that amylite might be protected by the B72 in cases of the museums, and they can take it back off, like Mus said. Or in cases where you want to create an art piece out of the amylite, then folks like Theo, and I don't know, have you tried an amylite yet, Ma? Make triplets out of it and that sort of thing, and it becomes the ammonite, or amylite rather. You still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pause because I was going back into my shop for just a second, and I didn't realize I had YouTube on, so it was doing the echoey, annoying
Oh, gotcha.
past thing. So I muted just while I got that turned off. Sorry.
Yeah. And so have you tried the amylite yet?
No. And I have some great little pieces. Do you remember when there was the fossil cab challenge, and I
Oh yeah.
made a cab out of I made it out of the ammonite, and I was like, I want to put a little cab in the middle of ammonite. I don't know if you remember that or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, Theo sold me a little tiny bit of it, and I have beautiful options. So so much so I'm like, which one do I pick? And it lives in a drawer in a special thing wrapped up in tissue. Like, I just haven't gotten there yet. I haven't done it yet, but I'm excited to do it. And
Cool.
doing stuff like this made me feel a little bit more prepared for it, because it's not like when you're doing a triplet with, let's say, Spencer Opal, where it's like, hi, I have aligned myself in a perfectly flat surface. And if you can get that part done, you're good, right?
Yeah. Oh
This
yeah.
stuff is curved. So you're
Yeah,
having
it's from an actual, being. It's so
yeah.
intense. Yeah.
And he also explained to me how incredibly, like, probably overwarned me, but probably not. To where I'm a little bit like, I'm waiting till I'm ready or feel ready or whatever. But like, it's sitting there, it's gonna happen, and then I'm gonna be like, because oh man, do I want to do? I really want to do an Intarsia piece with like all the cool stuff in it, like a little bit of opal, a little bit of ammonite, a little bit of all of the things with like a really cool play of color. I want to do something with just little touches of all of it in there, but I just haven't started it yet. It's something will light the fire under me, and I'll do it, and I'll go full bore, but I just haven't, like, it's like if I open the door, I'm not going to want to stop. So I'm kind of waiting until I've got the time to commit that amount of energy that I'm going to want to commit to it, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, it totally does. And to answer your question, Julie, I do not know, but it probably could be. I like, if it was a jeweler, I wouldn't imagine that they would be trying to stabilize something that needs to be jewelry ready with the B72 though. I
Right.
like, it protects it, but not like against, like, say, bonking it on a countertop,
Yeah.
like a
I don't think it makes it
bracelet.
harder by
No,
any means. I think
no.
that it's putting like a layer over it so that air's not getting to it.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like it's tucking it into bed. It's like a
Yeah.
cozy blanket for the stuff, but by no means is it something where it's going to take any abrasion and
Right.
be happy about it. Yeah.
And see, that's the thing is like I knew for a fact like there's not I had searched, there's nothing that I could find. It's like anybody
Yeah,
do
she was saying it's soft. I can put my nail in it. Yeah, then it's probably the B72 because
yeah,
that's what that is. It's just like a layer so that like again I can immerse it into acid and not worry about the acid biting the parts that I've covered with the B72.
right.
So
It's
it's
like a resist.
powerful but
It's a
soft.
resist in a way.
It's very much a resist. Yes, very very well put. Yeah, an archival resist
Right.
is
It's a whole
totally
other
what
world.
it is.
It's a whole other world.
Right. And you know, we like to deal with so much abrasion and grit. You know, we're all about, you know, cut that yeah,
Yeah.
it's not typically part of our lexicon because it just doesn't fit into that world. It's
Right.
not it's not it's not an adhesive, it's not a stabilizer,
Mm.
and you know it's not like the kind of cover that we could grind through, so it's
No.
kind of not part of our world.
No,
It's
it's
more of the fossil
100%.
world.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, put it in a museum and look at it kind of thing. Like,
Right.
yeah, but see, that's the thing is like, then what do you do? Like, and yeah, like I thought, like CA seemed like it was going to work great, but when I got further into it, it just started. It's like just a littlest bit of water got in, and it just started like peeling away. And like, that's the thing is like, you unfortunately have to try stuff if you haven't figured out that, or if you haven't, if there's nobody at least telling you they've tried it before, and you can go read about their mistakes. You're literally starting from ground, like from the ground up, and like you just got to keep trying stuff and going, okay, if this is the problem I'm encountering, how can I make that not be a problem? So it's just a lot of problem solving, which I'm a puzzle person, so that's right up my street. And I had a ton of fun making this, but man, it was 3 days straight of work. And it's a half inch by, or you know, it's an inch by 1.5 inches. It's tiny, but man, does that thing have my heart and soul poured into it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and I think that it would Tara was saying something earlier that, you know, if she saw somebody wearing something like that, she'd have to stop them, you know, and it is the type of thing that would like grab somebody's attention for sure. Like what
Oh,
it's a storyteller, you know, like there are things that are just beautiful because they're beautiful, and that's great. Um,
right.
I don't parse these things as an artist and somebody who enjoys that whole ethic or aesthetic. But
Right.
in the case of a piece that also tells a story and has a bunch of history and that sort of thing, yeah, it just multiplies the different interests and you know possibility for the attachment, like you said, that wow, I'm like connected to
So
this
the
this
tiny being,
well, yeah, I mean that's really
uh,
intense.
yeah, it's like I was talking with Rick because he was talking about maybe wanting to purchase this, and I figured out how emotionally I am attached to it by having to think about it going away.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, like I had also said, like this thing had a design in its head for like how I wanted it to look, and I have to do that anyways. But because I've got more little guys coming, like I can make one just for him or whatever. But like I am so like I bonded with this little thing. Like it has a face. Like you bond
Yeah,
with it.
right.
It
Does he have a name? Did you name this entity?
no. And it was and I didn't let myself because I was so terrified it was all gonna go wrong that I didn't, because I had ruined so many little, oh, like, oh, your name's Fred. And then I killed Fred, like I
Oh,
couldn't do
that's
it.
harsh. Yeah, that's really really harsh. That's heavy.
So I decided to wait until after like I've made it into my like jewelry piece, and then I'll name it, and then I'll do it. And I did name one piece though. And like if you want to hear a funny story, um Theo was prepping little tiny fishes for me, right? And he showed me the butt end of one and said, okay, that one's great. He's like, this one's going to be amazing. Well, then he got to where the head is, and there was just a big pile of coprolite. And I'm not kidding. So this thing is literally, I won't swear on your show, but it was a bleep head. Like,
Right. Yeah,
I'll
that's
post a picture of it.
hilarious.
And when Theo told me he wasn't going to be in town to even do the contest after making it the Nemesis one, the Nemesis challenge, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to take the head fish, name it Theo, and that's the cat I'm going to make. But then it kept being a little bit of a butthead because then bubbles happened and then the coprolite didn't cut correctly on the back, and so a little bit of it skimmed off. But there's a literal, like, it's super funny because it's like, how does this fish's head is just gone and there's a pile of poop there? Like, what? I don't even understand what happened there. But it's really funny. So I'll post a picture of it on Discord.
Right on. We would love to see that. That's hilarious. I love that story.
And
And then
that one's name is Theo. That one's name is Theo. Just
okay.
so
Just so we
there.
all know. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one did earn itself a name. Julie was asking out of curiosity, you said you'd worked on it for 3 days. How much would you charge for something like that? Just curious if you're comfortable saying.
It's gonna be at least $300. Like, that's what I can say about it, because I put in over 10 hours each day, and we're not even talking materials. Like, it's so much work
Yeah.
that it's gonna start somewhere around there. I'm sad to say, like, I don't want it to be like that, but
I think
around
that's completely rational. Like,
and
yeah,
I
it would be
I
insane
I
to
do
to,
you
to
get
charge any less. Yeah.
right. Yeah. It'll
Yeah.
be around there.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And No Jazz Jerry is actually not singing jazz at all, but I heard that song Walk Like a Mudgypsum instead of an Egyptian. I can say it. Thank you. Thank you. And so yeah, what an amazing inspiration all of these cabs are from this September round. And then at the same time, we were noticing that on the Discord there were less than usual the submissions, and
Yeah.
I was saying, it's probably because, like, at least for me, this is like the summertime blues. I mean, we just went into fall, and
Yeah.
I'm grabbing every last possible day out trying to, we just came back from our mining mission. We didn't get to all the places that I even was planning on going because the weather got in our way. And so we had to kind of like lay up and put off, because if we tried to go out into the Oahe, we were literally going to get, stuck for who knows how long. Dangerous, like remote places that you don't want to run into issues.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
you don't want to mess up like that. And so I know a lot of people were like kind of having to do their summer things. And so I'm actually looking forward to going into the studio season with y'all, where everybody kind of gets back together after
Right.
all of these wacky hijinks of summer, and we get to see what you've been up to and see all of the cabs and jewelry projects and showcase items come back, because I know
Right.
that everybody has been just overwhelmingly busy dealing with summer or going back to school for a
Yeah.
lot of
I was gonna
people.
mention that. It's back to school as well. It's
Yeah.
a shift. It's a shift of routine. And so that'll take up a lot of people's time, which is completely understandable. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it too. Like, I'm looking forward to, like, when people are kind of socked in and all they can do is studio time. I'm like, yeah, show
Right.
me what you're making.
Yeah.
Oh, focus your ball. Like, I'm just like, oh, you can't go outside. Good. Show me what you can make.
Right? Yeah, I know. We're all looking forward to, like, I'm an art cave person. I love going outside and being a jock too. But like my favorite thing though is I am a complete art hermit, and
Oh,
I love going into the cave and
I'm
being able
sure.
to work for, like way too many hours and way late into the night. And so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the studio season. And I just wanted to mention that because I know that the whole situation for all the social media and YouTube vacillates from the seasons. And
Yeah.
you notice that, like, oh yeah, like there's different numbers and there's different like amounts of people attending lives and all sorts of things like that.
So true.
And for everybody, like, don't panic. Everybody's
Right.
coming back for the winter, and we all get to come hang out together and talk about the craziness. And then Manny's going to be out there slaying it in Australia because we're
Right.
reverse. So
Right.
we'll
Yeah.
still get to
He's
go rock hounding.
he's gonna get his summer coming up as we're all sucked in for winter. And
Right.
yeah, and like that's the thing. It's like it's so easy. I realize myself, like I don't know what it is, but like my patterns of what I'm working on, like I don't get to be on YouTube as much as I used to be. And it's like I'm forcing myself to focus on things more. And it's like I can't get like upset and worried when there's less community, or it feels like a little bit like it'll kind of just feel like there's less hanging out or whatever, when I'm guilty of exactly the same thing. Like I'm hermiting myself doing my own thing because I'm just so sucked into whatever I'm doing. Like maybe it's just the season for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. And so I love how many folks we get to hang out with both here on YouTube and the other socials, and especially over there on the Discords. And there are several different servers that you can go and hang out on that have different flavors. But we are amazing as far as the community of rock people and the love and the skills and the help and all the things that are shared. And that was definitely illustrated throughout the guests that we had this evening. You can see how everybody just is all full of stoke. It's none of the bad, it's all the good. I just love it.
Yeah, yeah. Jerry's got opal fever. We
Yep.
got to get Brent back in opal fever.
Oh, but I don't worry about Brenda. I know like I think she's like us, ma. Like, she just like quietly goes on in there and does her like,
Yep.
beautiful things, because we've seen
That's
the
what I
other beautiful bloom things that come out of there. And
say. The
so,
bloom, the
yeah,
bloom rock.
yep, she's just a little quieter about the whole thing. I love that, and Mina Valentina coming on and showing us like all the cool in the studio. And
I'm amazed by the progress that she has made since her very first attempt at the cabochon. She just flew. After her first one, she just flew. It's just, oh, I'm just so excited. It wasn't very long ago for me too. Like I just remember like first getting that addiction where you're like, oh man, I can actually make cabs like I want, that I see in my brain, you know? And she's been making jewelry for so long. And now she can make the pieces that she puts in that jewelry. And I just remember how exciting, it's still exciting. So
right.
oh, man, it's so fun to see that.
Well, we're all addicted, and we all get a rush off of watching everybody else like get theirs on too. And so it's a very like, a gestalt of everybody just getting like their stoke on stones on. And so yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you. Thank you everyone for sharing that. Thank you, Allison, for putting the link over there to the Discord on. And so if you're listening, go ahead and go check it out. And you've got two of the moderators right here. So if you need any help, you can look either of us up, and there's a lot of fun people that are there that'll show you around. It's kind of big now. Like there's a lot of different channels to go and check out. I realize that it can be a little overwhelming, but that's like it's Disneyland for rock people. Come on.
It just has evolved to that over time. And yeah, like it's like once you get around the learning curve of it, there's so much you can learn and check out, and I love that about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, you guys all rock, you know it. And actually, I feel very satisfied. One of the things that I was supposed to do on this show is do a little bit of a recap on our trip out to the Oahe and getting into the sunstones and all that kind of stuff. But
Yes.
but I did say that we're going to be endeavoring to do more live streams like the Makers Bunches, bunches of bunches, and some more of the lives out of the studios and stuff like that. Like I've got better earphones, and new things are coming for the studio, and that's very much thanks to you guys as far as being subscribers and being members, and all the super chats and stuff like that go into the platform. And
Mhm.
so we're going to be sharing with you guys like creating out of the sunstones that we were able to sort out
Ooh,
together.
ooh, juicy pile.
Right?
All the gushers in there.
We did good. And so what I'm saying is that like keep an eye out for more lives. We'll do more, presents like this sort of thing here. We'll always do the Friday Night Live unless there's a podcast of the Rockhound variety that would supersede it. But
Right.
but this is we're going into studio season, and that also means more like hanging out in the studio lives.
Yay. Which I
And
can't
so
wait. I a great time. I just love it when you do the lives when you're just doing something like pouring through what you've got and talking about how you sort them and what is important if you want to facet it and what to look for. And I always learn so much. Like I remember watching the one where you were showing me how to carve with your flex shaft, and I love those types of lives. I learned so much from them, and they're such a blast. So I can't wait to see you working on stuff and showing us what you got on your trip. And yay! That's all. I'm just excited for it.
yeah, thank you for that feedback. And what's going to be I think funlier, more funnest about it is that I think that
Almost spit out
guests
the beer.
nice. Save that though. Um
Mhm.
that like having y'all part of the community, like guests on, and more interaction. And so I usually don't, I shy away from doing just the YouTube lives where you have like the instead of the horizontal, you have the vertical and stuff like that. I'll probably try to do a few more of those, but it's so much more fun when I can have you guys on.
Yeah.
And so, we'll probably do more of this type of thing, and we'll sort through stones and we'll go through cutting and that sort of thing. But that's what I endeavor to do. That's like kind of my promise to you guys for the studio season, is that if you want to come sit in the studio and work on some rocks too, then we're all going to do that together. Yeah.
I
Me.
love
Cool. And so yeah, I think that this would be a fine time to wrap it up. And like I said, like all weekend long, I'm probably on the precipice of going live at any time. I've got a
it.
lot of work to do processing the stones from the Oahe. I will be showing you guys both on the membership side. There's so much cutting room floor stuff. We took days of footage,
Wow.
not like a time lapse of a day. We just took so much footage on our trip that
That
like there's
yeah,
literally days of
yeah.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
you guys on the membership side will be seeing more of that, and then some videos are going to be coming on. But the easiest thing for me to do is to show you guys in real time on a live what's going on. And I have so
Oh,
much processing and
yay!
cutting.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, and so we're going to do that together. And so if you have any requests on specifics, let me know. If you have any ideas for show themes, let me know, because we're
Mhm.
going to be doing lots of shows coming up for the yucky months where I can't get out and do anything. We'll be doing shows instead. If you have ideas as far as you want to be a guest on and discuss certain things, let me know. You
Oh,
can all contact me over there on the Discord. I'm the Rock Hound, the round table. And so let's do that. And Jennifer is here. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cheers you all, and we're gonna head on to our the credits. And do you have some parting words for everyone, Ma?
keep making awesome stuff. Keep trying cool things. Don't be afraid to try cool things. I mean, I murdered some fish and they're sad, but the ones I did are super happy, right? So, and I'll never murder fish again. Well, I'll try not to. But no, just I want people to not be afraid to try things. It's like I see people being so afraid, and why? Like it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. If it doesn't work out, it's gonna be fine. But man, you can make some cool stuff if you get a little brave.
Yes.
That's all I'll say about that.
Be brave. Be brave, everyone. I love those words. And Julie is saying it would be nice to all work on the same stones at the same time. I love that idea.
I
Let's
like that
do that.
too.
We'll have a
Yes.
big work party. Yeah. And
Oh,
and
that'd
we
be
could bunch.
A themed maker's bunch?
Yeah.
Ooh, Julie, that's good.
Ooh, that's hotness. Okay, so we'll be discussing. I'll make a new channel in the Discord about discussing the things that we need to discuss on lives.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I know. I was half being facetious, but
add
I'm
other
almost thinking that needs to happen.
Oh yeah, I kind of agree. Pile them on.
Right. More channels.
One more channel. What's one more channel?
All right, you guys. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming on and co-hosting. Thank
You're so
you.
welcome.
Thank you. So from the bottom of my heart, you do such beautiful things, and it's so cool to be able to hang out with you. And then thank you, Mina Valentina, for coming on. Thank you, Bloomrock, for coming on, Brenda. And thank you, Wisconsin Rockstalker. Thank you, everybody who was part of the Discord challenge this September. And thank you, Jahik, for putting the whole cab contest thing together in the first place, and Ma for doing the cattle wrangling, and Theo for helping to make the thing for this month happen.
And then running away.
And brave Sir Theo, and we'll see him soon. We'll get more Theo.
Oh yeah.
There'll be more Theo. And so cheers to you, everyone. Steinkerns, and have a wonderful rockin' weekend. We love you, and we will definitely catch you on the next live, which will probably be tomorrow soon, or maybe even tonight. So we'll see you there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here comes the whales. Alive, everybody. No. Try that again.
You could do it, Karen.
I can. it just isn't a good live until we have like a glitch or two. So I think we can call her done.
Success.
Cheers. Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again. Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again.